Bryant, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Tell me about the business of compliance that MasterControl is in.
So I'll tell you, I was using MasterControl since my government days, but it's a good quality system that brings analytics, control. It brings a whole gambit of good data collection into any kind of system. So it's really a life-changing, product that actually helps the market with their document control, their training, their audits, whatever it may be. It's just a great tool to be used out there for the market, especially growing markets.
Yeah, and is it exclusive to? Is this used primarily in the cannabis space, or is it used in other industries as well?
It's used in a lot of different industries. It's used in the government. It's used in pharmaceutical, medical devices. It's a slew of different areas that we go into. Like I said, it's just a fantastic tool that'll help you, with compliance and control and the analytics part of it.
I see. So is it something that public companies can use to remain in compliance with the various regulatory rules that they have to follow?
It sure does, and it helps you through the audit process as well by having all your documentation in one area, one controlled area. So it's actually a great tool, especially for those folks, and I think most folks fall under the realm of having to be audited.
Yeah, so this is why I wanted to talk to you, and why I was interested in MasterControl is because as soon as I read about your company, I thought, boy, I know of at least 36 companies that really could use something like this. So how does a public company go about examining whether this is an appropriate tool for their compliance and, more importantly, their audit compliance processes, and how much does it cost?
So I can't really go into the cost of it all, but I'll tell you from my days of being in the other side of the realm, if you will, that we are probably the best priced product out there, and I could guarantee you that. But go into MasterControl.com, or either email me at bheadley@mastercontrol.com, or heck, give me a call at 251-600-9367.
Okay, great. So now, is this a system that we can, let's take the typical publicly traded cannabis company. It has audit tracking across things like genetics, across things like security, egress and exit, across entire buildings. It's got patient preference tracking. They've got seed to sale tracking of plants themselves. Then they've of course got the regulatory burdens of compliance with public markets, and all of it that is going to be audited down to a financial statement. Is this a one-stop solution for all of those functions that MasterControl can do?
It is. MasterControl, I'll tell you the beauty of it, MasterControl, is that not only can it do most of everything that you just described, but if we can't do it, we could always integrate with any other system. So it's very integratable to other systems that are out there in industry. Again, you could go into SharePoint, where a lot of people are still using, but at any point, something like a MasterControl is well more advanced than anything out there that's in industry.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's great. Well then, who is the biggest customers that you have using this? Like what industry segments?
Yeah, so we do have FDA, we do have pharmaceutical companies, like I had mentioned a little bit earlier. We've got life sciences, we've got medical devices. I mean, there's so many different areas that I could go into that are covered. But some of the bigger ones are, the FDA, the USDA, Army, and that's from a government perspective.
Fantastic. Okay, well that's great, Bryant. We're going to leave it there for now. Thanks very much for joining us today.
Thank you, and please definitely look into the tool. It's worthwhile.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.